Welcome to Tone Wars. Sunday night, I'm Carrie, that's Jarrod, and happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Absolutely.
What would the world be like without dads?
It would be empty.
Yeah, we'd be a bunch of sissies, that's for sure.
We'd be an empty place.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope you guys have all had a lovely day, relaxing, or at least doing what you enjoy today. I hope that you were spoiled and shown that you were appreciated.
That's what it's all about today. Absolutely, man. Dads are awesome. Anywho, yeah, this might be a quicker one tonight. Might be a little shorter. It's been a pretty hectic day for both of us. So I know you got I got a busy day tomorrow. I got to get up early and go wash a freaking house, and you got a bunch of stuff you got to do. So this might be a little shorter than normal, but we'll get right to it. I'll play some mixes and we'll do some hangs and stuff, and yeah, see what happens. We'll play it by ear a little bit here.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep. You want to play right now, or do you want me to say hi?
Yeah, we can say hi, then I'll play some mixes. We got Pepper upstairs too, so he's we'll bring him down after I'm done playing guitar. That way he can relax.
Gravel Rocks is here. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, man?
Studio 5. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday and Father's Day.
What's going
Vince
on?
Vegas, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up, Vince? Haven't seen you in a bit.
Underscore Pat, how are you?
What's up, underscore Pat?
Flux, how are you?
Hey, Flux, what's happening, man?
Johnny Ramiro says, my daughter said my gift for Father's Day is one more year I did not have to pay for a wedding.
It's
a good gift, really, it is.
Yeah, that's a very priceless gift. What's going on, Johnny?
Ben Burnett says, damn it, Mesa strikes again. If it were up to me, it would be a felony to own, possess, or operate a Mesa amp, punishable by a 25 mil fine and 50 years of listening to boy bands.
What's going on, Ben?
Dean Harkness, he says, I got a Tumblr that says dad of girls outnumbered.
That's about it too, right?
Paul Smith, hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Paul? How was your gig the other day? I gotta turn this fan on.
It was Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday. Yep. I was babysitting Peppy, so I couldn't show up.
And he was babysitting Peppy because I was at a 10-hour dance recital.
Yeah, that was the time of your life, though. You wish you could do that every weekend, don't you?
If it was just watching my daughter dance,
yeah,
I would love it.
Well, it would only take like 20 minutes because
yeah.
she only had a couple of them as opposed
she had
to
5,
all of them.
But yeah, I mean, it'd take longer than 5. But I could watch her dance for hours. But watching everybody else's daughter's dance.
You're one of those
hours.
moms. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Oh, man. Martin Hensley, how are you?
What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Braxel, hi.
What's up, Braxel?
No, my in-ears just died.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, your batteries? Oh, you got any other batteries?
Yeah, over there.
Okay, I'll grab it for you.
Oh, I can get it. I was just a second. Gotta go get some new batteries.
Just turning off this fan here.
Let's see. What am I?
Watch your mic there. Yep. Anyway, so how are things? How's everybody doing? Oh, I wanted to make a point to say hello to Joe and Max if you guys are tuning in tonight. Hello, guys. Good to see you here. It was nice meeting you guys at Motor City the other day. I came into the store the other day. I was returning that rat pedal that I borrowed for that demo, and I'm walking around and I heard this amazing playing on an amp, and I'm like, wow, I gotta see who this is, you know? And I walk around the corner, it's this 12-year-old kid named Max. And this kid was shredding his butt off and just playing all this amazing stuff. And I'm just like, what in the world? Like, I just felt like I was in the Twilight Zone for a second there. I'm like, this doesn't seem right, you know? A 12-year-old kid, the guitar's bigger than he was, and he's just going ham on this thing and playing all this amazing stuff. And so I walk over and I talk to them, and they're like, hey, we watch your channel all the time, and cool, and it was really cool to hear. And this kid, I was just like talking to him about like, oh, do you know this song? And he knew every song that I asked him if he knew. He even knows how to play Bark at the Moon the hard way. He knows all the stretches and everything, and I cheat on that. I don't play the stretches. I do other things. And because I'm always like, yeah, I don't want to do all those. It's too hard. And there's this 12-year-old kid with hands half the size of mine, and he's doing them. And I'm like, all right, I feel silly. I'm going to learn the damn stretches now. But this kid can shred. He can lead. He can do the rhythms. He plays. And I was like, you know, one thing I always tell people, like when they're starting out on guitar, is like learn Van Halen 1. And he starts ripping through almost the whole album. And I'm like, okay, so is there any...
So he did.
Yeah, so he did. Yeah, it was just amazing, and
he had some pretty good guidance from his dad.
Yeah, his dad's awesome, really cool guy, and really helped him out with lessons and stuff. And he's just, this kid's going to be an amazing. He already is an amazing player, but like when he grows up, he's going to be unstoppable. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's going to be really cool to see him grow into the instrument and really become like. You know, some kind of prodigy or something, because he's really got a lot of promise, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. So it was really cool to meet them guys.
Dean Harkness says, without the dads, who would tell the dad jokes?
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yes. Jeff Hirschberger, hi. Or Hirschberg, not
hey,
burger.
No burgers. What's up, Jeff?
Looking forward to the show. Hope you two in the chat are well.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see, Paul said the gig was good.
Sweet. Good, man.
Flux, the things we do for our kids. Right?
Yeah.
Right, the things we do for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Smith says, I remember those 10-hour recitals. They were part torture and part fun. Yeah. They really are. There's part fun, but there's a lot of torture.
A lot of torture.
A lot of torture, too.
Yeah. I'll believe it.
The Metal Edge says you should invite that kid to be a guest on your show live. That would be awesome.
I've actually thought about that. I thought about bringing him on for an episode or something, because like if I was 12 and I was able to come into a room like this and play through a bunch of different amps, I would be in hog heaven. So I've actually, the thought crossed my mind, trust me. So yeah, it'd be interesting to,
I think everybody would enjoy that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I read your comment and didn't even mention the super chat, but thank you.
Oh, who's that?
The Metal Edge.
Oh, thanks, Metal Edge. Appreciate that. He was the one that suggested bringing Max on? Yeah, dude. I'm actually, the thought crossed my mind. So next time I see Marty, because Marty knows them, I guess. So maybe I can get a hold of them somehow. And if they're watching now, my email's in the description of the video here. Email me and we'll set something up. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be nice to meet you guys.
Wait till you hear this kid play. This kid's amazing. It's a real treat hearing him. So
CS is here and he's very excited about the JP-2C.
Of course he is, because he's got one now. I thought of you tonight, dude. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use the JP in honor of Chris, who just got one. So why not?
Less stuff, more freedom. Living the van life wants to know, what echo pedal do you use?
I use the Flashback 2, TC Electronic Flashback 2 delay. And I love it. And I actually programmed it. I actually did a video on this pedal several months ago when I got it. So you can look for that video. Just type in Tone Wars Flashback 2. Excuse me. And you'll see how I dialed it in. And you can steal those settings from the video. And man, this pedal is never going to leave my pedal board. It's awesome.
Greg Tribolato is here.
Hey, what's up, Greg?
Nice to see you too. And I see your name.
Yes.
Let's see. Johnny Romero, does the kid have a channel? I don't think you know if he has a channel.
I don't know. That's a good question. We didn't really talk about that. But yeah, I mean, I think he's on his way. I mean, the thing that would be cool is to see him get a channel, because he's young. And he can start out, building followers and stuff like that.
And be careful though when you're young.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but with his dad's help and guidance, I'm sure he would do well with it. And I just think it'd be really cool, if he did something sort of along those lines or whatever, because he's definitely good enough where he would inspire a lot of kids his age to play guitar too, and it'd be relatable to them.
Yeah. Somebody, where did the comment go? Somebody said, kids like that make me want to quit playing guitar. Who said that? Where'd it go? Is it gone? Did you take it down?
Yeah, he's really
There it is,
good.
Super Shredder. That's who Pluck says. Super Shredder kids just make me want to quit.
Oh yeah, man. This kid was seriously like I was like, "Do you know 5150?" And he played it, and I'm like, "Oh my God, that's a tough one," you know. And he just ripped right through it, man. I'm like, "All right, time for me to go home and practice."
Less Stuff and More Freedom wants to know what reverb. Oh, we already answered that. My bad.
Yep.
Johnny Romero says that would be a cool video if you had him on the channel.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Well, Nuss said he had to sell his JP-2C.
Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Martin Hensley says, I received my Yeti and Chupacabra retrofitted with KT-77 and I was locking them in and my neighbor called the law on me because I was really loud.
Oh, geez.
Nuts.
That's when you put the cabinet in the window and point it at their house and go, oh, sorry, well, this is what loud really is. You want to call the cops? Call the cops.
CS says, I am in love with the JP-2C.
Yeah.
I think I will marry it.
I don't blame you, dude. Here comes the amp.
Dean Harkness says, I'm still getting to know the VH2 thing is way different than the 5150s I'm used to, but in a good way.
Oh, good for you, man. Yeah, that's a killer
Ooh,
amp.
Greg, he says he's been on 72 hours of barbecue catering and exhausted. I finally can make a rack of ribs for myself and watch your channel. Ribs.
Ribs.
This is my favorite. Is it the same Greg we have a phone call with?
Yep, we're gonna
Ribs tomorrow, Greg. we want to know.
We're gonna talk to Greg tomorrow. Yeah, I can't wait, man. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's awesome. Glad you're here.
Monkey Wrench says, flashback to thanks for making the video on the delay pedal. That's a great idea. You have
welcome.
2 flashback pedals, one for rhythm and another for leads. I
That's
tried
right.
the Echoplex and I got a really high pitch.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I use 2 pedals because I love having completely different setups and, you know, just different little things that you can do with these pedals for each use. And I haven't set up I just have a regular lead setting right now, but I'm going to get in there and dial it in and fine tune it for leads too, and really put some of the chorusing and stuff like that on the repeats as well for leads. I think that would be fun.
Jeff Hirschberg says, have you or anyone in the chat experienced with the ISP Decimator 2 G-string noise gate? If so, what are your thoughts?
I used one once a while back and it worked really well, but it's been a long time. So that's as far as my memory goes.
There's someone, looks like, with hieroglyphs there. I'm not sure what, if you need to change the language, but I can't read that. I don't know if it's spam or if it's Dean or CS. You might want to watch that one. Less Stuff, More Freedom says, thank you for all your great videos. I'm just getting back into playing after 12 years of wrist injuries. I'm 51 years old, just learning how to play all over again.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're doing it again. I mean, it's definitely something that's a major passion of mine, is playing guitar and doing videos about it. So, yeah, it's my pleasure, man. I'm glad you're doing it, getting back into it. I'm actually dealing with an injury tonight, too. My arm hurts really bad, and, like, every time I play, it hurts.
His bicep tendon.
Yeah, right here, man. Oh, my God. It's like I think I hurt it somehow. I don't remember what I could have done, though.
Yeah.
But, man, I might struggle.
Sleep on it weird?
I don't know, but certain movements and certain things that I do on here, it's a shooting, like, horrible pain right through this whole area. And I'm like, oh! So I got to be careful tonight.
Well, why don't you play a couple songs and then...
yeah, Pepper's upstairs going nuts.
Oh, here he goes. He's not spam. He's in South Korea.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a big fan of yours. Say, oh, good. I can't read your name, but we're glad you're here.
Thank you. Yeah, the language just looked like a bunch of hieroglyphs, so we were like, what is that? Well, thanks for being here, man. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'll do a couple mixes with this guitar and then I'll switch guitars and do those. I want to get like what we're trying to do is Pepper's upstairs in his cage and he's not happy right now.
Barking and howling.
Yeah, so what we're going to
play, get it over with, because it's too loud for his ears.
Yeah, we're going to play and get it over with, and then Carrie will go get him. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Whoop. Yeah, so we'll play real quick and see how long my arm lasts.
We're all going to watch Jarrod's bicep detach.
I hope not. Oh, it hurts. All right, 1 second. All right, let me switch guitars here real quick.
I'll read some comments while you're doing that.
Do so, please.
Let's see. Greg Tibalato says, getting ISP2 is fantastic. Highly recommends it.
Awesome. They're a great company.
Jason Taylor's with us. Hey, Jason.
Jason, what's happening, man?
Let's see. I feel like there was less stuff.
Oh,
nope.
my arm.
Already read that one. Have you by chance tried the KMA noise gate with the dB boost and the cut feature?
I've never tried that.
Nope, hasn't tried it.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm all about stuff like that.
Martin Hensley says, Jarrod, I was over at this mom and pop shop yesterday and I checked out these Marshall Studio 20 watt amps. They're really cool. You need to check them out.
If I ever get my hands on one, I will be happy to. Absolutely.
Flux, sorry your arm hurts when you're playing. Hope you feel better soon. It's probably just getting older. I started getting a numb hand while playing this year. I just chalked it up to the age.
Yeah, thank you. I think a numb hand could be carpal tunnel at the beginning of that, so I'd get that looked at, man. That sucks. I've dealt with that off and on too, because I squeeze a trigger all day, pressure washing. Might have been when I pulled the hose the other night and got caught around the tire.
And you yanked it, didn't
Yep,
you?
I yanked it. Yep.
I'm going to hit you every time you say you did it.
Yeah, it's just that tendon right there. I'm not kidding you. There's some movements I do. It's a shooting pain. It's so
I'm
bad.
just saying that I'm available for hire to be your hose person.
My hose person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mark W. says, think you have tennis elbow. I had the opposite on the inside of the arm. They can, they call it golfer's elbow.
Oh.
That pain just shoots right through anything you're trying to do. Tennis elbow brace helped him.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I might have to go get a brace then. I don't want to stop working out, but I don't want to hurt it either. So it's like I should probably figure it out because I don't want
It's too important. Your job relies on it.
I know.
Both your jobs rely on it.
Yeah, I can't get hurt because I'll be screwed. So
just keep encouraging him because he hates the doctor.
I don't hate the doctor.
You hate the doctor.
I just hate going to the doctor.
Right, he hates going to the doctor.
I think doctors are wonderful people. I just don't like to go because I have white coat syndrome.
So since the live stream is about the JP-2C and also because I just got one, let's discuss it in all its glory.
It's all about what you want. No, absolutely. That's one of the reasons why I picked it for her tonight. And you're honored, bro. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll just give you a couple of my little thoughts about it for what it's worth. I mean, I did a video about a week or so ago, 5 amps I'll never sell, and it's one of them, and it's for good reasons. The thing is with the JP is it's, in my opinion, the best feature-packed and designed amplifier out there, especially by Mesa, because it has what guys like me want. I don't want a variety of channels that are like for this genre and that genre. I'm not a jukebox, you know. I don't. And no offense to guys that are like amazing guitar players that could do all this stuff. I'm just not one of them. So I'm a metal guy. I'm like that dude. So I want 3 channels that work for me, and this amp is the epitome of that. It's got a glorious clean channel. It's got 2 amazing high gain channels. Channel 2. And then you can assign either one of these channels to 2 separate EQs, and then they have their own EQ, which is an active EQ, which you can use as an overdrive instead of having an overdrive pedal if you wish. So, and then it's got the shred mode. It's got the push-pull, on the gain. If you want more gain, pull the knob out. If you want a different presence control, pull the knob out. There's just so many. It's got cab clone. There's just so many great features about it, and it just sounds awesome. And it can play any genre of rock, any version of rock and metal that you want, and fit right in with all that stuff. It's just such a recommended amplifier, And now they're like $4,000. You believe that? Mm-hmm. Man, $4,000 they've gone up to, and that's just crazy. I'm glad I bought mine when I did. So if you can get a good deal on a used JP, freaking get it. It's a good investment because I'm sure the prices aren't going to go down. They're just going to keep going up. So they'll be a good investment for you. But man, what a killer amp,
Is it Dubis or Dobis? D-O-B-I-S. Oops, almost blocked you, man.
She, yeah, if she bumps a button, it'll do that.
It says, what are your thoughts on dual rec multi-watts versus Mesa Roadster? Which is the best in terms of versatility and rhythm tones?
So the thoughts on dual rec multi-watts versus Mesa Roadster, which is...
Terms of versatility and rhythm tones.
I would think that the Roadster would be more versatile because I used to have one. It's got a, it's the typical Mesa clean channel as far as the recs go. It's an okay clean channel. And then channel 2 is more of the blues kind of thing. And it's a little tighter, but it's not as aggressive. And then channel 3 is the money channel on that, the orange channel. And that one there is pretty much what you want to go to for pretty much all metal and stuff. But channel 4 actually has a little more of a higher register voicing, and you can get some great tones out of that as well. So it's a pretty versatile amp as far as like if you're a rock/metal guy. And then it's got the kind of like I call the redheaded stepchild channel with the channel 2. But at least it's not, like the Mark 7's got 800 different modes in it, and it's a great amp, but it's just not something I would buy because too much stuff for me to not use. I'd rather pay for stuff I'm going to use. So I would say that would be more versatile than the multi-watts.
Paul Smith thought that sounded fat and slightly dark.
Oh, yes, it's good. Thank you.
Martin is talking to Flux, and so is Dean.
Yeah,
G. Sanchez, hey man.
Hey, what's going on? Right before we went live, I nudged the presence down a little bit on the rhythm channel. Let me put it back up here.
Christopher, hey man.
Hey, what's up, man?
He said Happy Father's Day to Tone Wars dads. Actually, he said Hair Father's Day.
But he probably meant Happy Father's Day.
I'm guessing. If it was supposed to be hair, I'm sorry. So my next question is, what's for dinner?
She's always going to ask you that, man.
Yes. I'll live vicariously through you.
I
haven't had dinner. I haven't felt much like eating since, well, I had a late lunch, I guess.
Yeah.
Like 2:30.
But you're going to be hungry afterwards, right?
We'll see.
Because I got salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might maybe have salmon later.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, it's more for me, so either way.
Let's see. Raven Blackfeather is with us.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Mark W. says, wear the brace while working out. You just have to be careful being in that same position.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I don't know what it is.
Dean says, yeah, on the carpal tunnel. Catch it early and they can give you measurements and braces to wear for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I would do that before you have to have the surgery, because then you're not playing guitar for weeks.
Steve-O says, I'm in for a cortisone shot in my shoulder this week. Can't stop working or lifting in the gym. I've had cortisone shots in my lower back and my right hip and lower back, and it took 3. The third one was the charm. It's been over a year now.
Yeah, I remember you were in a bad way for a while.
I couldn't stand for more than like 2-3 minutes on a hard floor.
Yep.
So like prepping in the kitchen and stuff, I was just in tears. I had to sit down and do everything. And I'm not quite 50 yet. Almost, but not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah, and I just was hating life. So I'm glad. I was nervous getting the shots because I tend to be more of a naturally minded, take lots of supplements and go to the alternative doctors and stuff. But I mean, I went to the chiropractor, I did massage, I did physical therapy, I did everything possible before I decided to go get that shot. And
yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the first 2. You're like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, geez, 2 shots. I haven't even touched it,
And I can't sleep, so they make me anxious for several days. Like the steroids just do. Even taking the pills, they make me absolutely crazy, anxious and stuff. So I can't sleep for a night or 2 on them. I'm just wired, but I made it through. I made it through the crazy, and the third shot did the trick for my hip and back.
I'm glad it did too, because you were not happy, man. That was messing you up.
I'm an active person, and I was going for walks and doing all the things, running, chasing my kids around, and I did not like being sat down.
I didn't like it for you. It sucks, man, when you're grounded,
Yeah. Tony says, I'll never sell my JP-2C either. Ridiculously versatile and endless possibilities.
Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, there's just so many ways to set it up, and they're all pretty much good. It just depends on... And what I like is you could set it up a bunch of different ways that work for you, but it stays in that genre, in that metal zone, you know? And it's just so nice to not have to, like, oh, you know, this channel sucks, or I can't get it what I need out of that. I mean, this amp is very versatile in all the ways that most of us metal guys like, or even rock, you know, rock dudes like it as well. So,
let's see. Christopher laughed because he didn't even notice that he put hair, and he said it must be subliminal because he just shaved it all off today.
oh,
Tonight's dinner is tacos. His daughter made. She's getting pretty good. I'll be out of a job soon. Oh, she's gonna work you out of your cooking
hey,
job.
nothing wrong with that, man. I'd rather be the eater than the cooker. That's the fun job.
Let's see. So Monkey Wrench has a request for you. He said, please read this like Arnold would. So start with no pain, no gain.
I don't have my glasses, so I'll do the best that I can. No pain, no gain. Listen to Arnold. I know what I'm talking about. You still sound really good. Can tell there's pain, but maybe your brain is defective and wants the pain.
Good job. I've been watching his docuseries on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think I'm in like almost the end of the second episode. It's very interesting.
It is. I binged them. I just couldn't stop. I was playing guitar in my garage with a cigar and I had it on and I'm like, all right, I'll watch myself.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I'm at the part now where he's starting to get other movie roles, like the twins and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And he's just starting to dabble in politics and.
Oh yeah, when he was George Bush's fitness guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, everybody, do sit-ups and jumping jacks and steroids.
Steroids, yeah. Tech Death Hippie, hello.
Hey, what's up?
He says, I have a Hermanson recto that is tight and aggressive.
Ooh, nice.
Sounds painful.
Recto, not rectal. It's amazing what one letter will do.
Ouch.
I have a tight and aggressive rectal. What do I do about that? Good luck with that. I don't know. It doesn't bark at people, does it? Every time somebody walks by, it's...
Jeez.
Good Lord.
Steve-O says, the only amp I've regretted selling is my multi-watt dual rack. Never owned a Roadster.
Yeah, the Roadster I liked, but just as amps changed and got more modern voicing on them, I just preferred them, you know.
I am super confused. CS is talking to Dean Harkness. Hey, I love bologna Alfredo as much as the next guy. Bologna Alfredo?
That, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I would just die. My stomach would explode.
Yeah, like, what do I do with this?
The gluten and the dairy and the processed meat. Yeah. My stomach would be like, I'm giving up on you.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going on strike.
Bologna Alfredo.
You're going to spend the next 3 hours on the toilet. Yeah. With a very aggressive rectal.
I don't know why it's so funny tonight. I'm like slap it. It's been freaking long 4 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
done.
been a long 4 weeks. She needed you guys tonight, trust me.
Now you're gonna make me cry. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Nathan Cloud is here.
Hey, what's up, Nathan?
Let's see.
I gotta find my next
Martin,
mix.
Jarrod, great video on the Rat Pedal. I checked out Nuno's new album. It's really cool.
Oh, thank you. Oh, dude, that new album is sick. I listened to some of it today while I was getting ready, and I had it fired up on the Bluetooth speaker in the bathroom. I'm like, damn, that guy's playing. He's just one of those groundbreaking guitar players that just never gets old listening to him. He's always breaking barriers, and he's super creative and very inspiring to listen to.
Flux says, I was surprised that the Savage didn't make your top 5 amps in the room. Was it because channel 2 and 3 aren't that strong? When I captured my former Savage, I remember their limitations.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, like I had to consider all that. The Savage channel 4 is money. See, that's an example of an amp where if they would have put 2 channel 4s on it, oh my God, that amp would be unstoppable. But I love channel 4, and I think channel 1's great. Channel 2, it's just a little on the empty side for me. They should have put more gain in it and more fullness. But I had to pick between that and whatever the amp is that made 5th place, which was, well, there wasn't really an order, but I was trying to pick between that and the Rev, and I just think Rev did a better job on the amp design and the features and everything, so I went with that one.
Dean, you deleted it. He retracted the message. I was about to read it. He said something like, is that worse or better than loose and flabby? And then he retracted it. I'm like, why'd you retract it?
It's funny.
It was funny. Oh, gosh. Flux says that Arnold doc was good. I watched it all while capturing my Invader, too. Yeah.
It's a great doc, man. I liked it.
Nathan Cloud, does anyone know what cleaners to use on satin nitro over cab finishes? CAB finishes?
I wish I knew. I have no idea. Sorry.
CS says the only thing better than bologna Alfredo is my homemade corn dog risotto. You know what, though? We both like hot dogs.
Yeah, we do. But I can't eat them anymore. There's too many nitrates and sodium, so I'm... What?
We just sound so awful.
We sound old, don't we? Old and boring.
Oh, my aches and pains, and I can't eat the nitrates. You sound like your mom.
Yeah. Oh, my arm hurts. I'd love to play for you guys, but my arm hurts, and I just filled my pants.
With my tight, flubby, whatever.
Exactly, with my flabby buttocks. Have a nice night, y'all.
God, what has happened to us? What has happened to us?
I'm gonna go hose myself off in the yard.
Let's see. Marcello says sold the Driftwood amp. No capture Tonex.
Yeah, I sold it. I could probably still capture it. I'm sure Matt would let me borrow it. A friend of mine liked it more than I did, so I just sold it to him.
This friend, but this friend doesn't play the freaking guitar.
Yeah, my buddy Matt over at Motor City, he wanted to borrow it, so I'm like, here. And he called me, he's like, dude, you want to sell it? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why not? He's like, dude, I love this amp. I'm like, it's yours. So that's how it worked out.
Oh, Dean erased it because of a typo. Okay, I see you put it back there. Loose and flubby. Okay, let's see. Martin Hensley, Jarrod Nuno's very underrated.
Oh, he is. I don't think he's appreciated enough at all. But then again, he's been kind of behind the scenes for the last decade, you know, playing with Rihanna and different other people. And I don't think people forgot about him, but he wasn't really in our faces for a while. And they actually recorded that album pre-COVID. Mm-hmm. They recorded it in 2019. Mm. So, but they didn't want to release it with COVID, so they wanted to wait. So they waited. Imagine sitting on that album for 3 years.
Well, like in Top Gun they just sat on that movie for
a couple years too. Yep.
I can't believe we're sitting on your album until August.
I know. Yeah. But there's only 5 people waiting for that, so it's not a big deal.
Well, there's at least 31 people waiting.
Well, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah.
Let's see. Martin Hensley. Are we goats? Mike Nash is here. Hi, guys. I got a bunch of guitar work going on in my garage today. Nice.
What's up, Mike? Have fun with that, man.
Mm-hmm. Steve-O says, Eric 9, shout out the Savage against the Fireball. Definitely prefer the Fireball in the shootout.
Yeah, it really depends on the channel. You know, I mean, Channel 4 on the Savage, in my opinion, is one of the best metal channels out there. You know, if they ever were to re-release that amplifier and do a Mark III, I would like to see 2 Channel 4s in that and just skip over Channel 2 as far as I'm concerned, you know, and it would be fine. But
Channel Poo.
It's an okay channel. It's decent, but once you play Channel 4 and you go back to it, you're like, oh, I want Channel 4.
James Moses joined us. Hi,
hey,
James.
What's up, James?
He says, I'm not sure what type of music you like, but personally, I'm not a fan of modern metal. It's all just chugs and guttural screams.
Oh, I hate that stuff.
Can modern high gain amps like the Super Kraken do 80s metal?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm not big into the screamo stuff. No offense if you're in a band with that. It's just not my style. You know, I like
distracted by the screaming.
Yeah,
I can't pay attention to the music.
Yeah, to me, and I know that makes, there we are sounding old again.
I
don't understand what they're saying. I can't hear the words. Yeah, I can't relate to it. I've always been in bands with singers, and I like to hear singing. I like to hear melody, and I like to hear the lyrics and
more emotion than just anger.
Yeah, can you imagine if they did a love song? You know, like, you imagine that if like you're dating a dude and he's like, "Hey, I wrote you a song. You want to hear it?" Okay. Thanks. Bye. I don't think you're going to get what you're expecting out of this. You're going to get a restraining order. Like, I'm out of here. What did I do to piss you off? I don't get it.
Let's see, he commented again. He said, distorted vocals is fine to a certain extent, I think. Like Dio did a bit of distortion, but it was really emotional and melodic.
I think it's a great ingredient, but it shouldn't be the whole thing, you know, because I'm with you. Like a little bit of the guttural stuff here and there kind of to accent something or to remode something or add an effect is great. But if I'm not kidding you, like we used to play out all the time. And about 70% of the bands we played with were like that. And we get done, we wrap our stuff up and come out, grab a drink and listen. After 3 songs, we're like, dude, I can't sit through this. And like every band, they all sound the same after a while. You're like, you know what? I need
a massage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I gotta go relax.
There's no distinction between them. It's just after a while, you're like, I can't really. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, and you're just like, okay. What? That's all it is. After a while,
what do you do it with your lips?
That's the music. Yeah, that's the music. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You sound like the Tasmanian devil when the noises he would make over Okay, we are old. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, again, no offense if you're in a band that does that. It's just not my style.
We've probably offended a lot of people just now.
It's possible.
You know, do you?
Yeah, make fun of my guitar playing. That's fine. I'll give you plenty of reasons to do that in a couple minutes here, because I'm going to probably completely shit the bed on this next song. But
let's see, where did I leave off? James Moses. Until recently, I always just classified everything I like into rock, but I guess it's these subgenres that I like. Traditional heavy metal, power metal, and thrash.
Yeah, I'm into prog. I like power metal, like Camelot. That's such a great band. They're kind of a power metal band. Dragon Force. Yeah. You know what's funny is I used to kind of go, Dragon Force, it's like cartoon metal. And then we saw them live with Camelot. We were like,
okay.
Whoa, like that was awesome. I mean, it was like a circus, but a good one. I mean, they got done and we were like, that. I literally did not expect that.
No,
I expected that we were just going to be making fun of them the whole night. And they won us over after like the second song.
I think we probably enjoyed them more than Camelot was amazing.
Yeah.
But we were so shocked over
how
Dragon
good. Yeah.
And the vocalist.
Oh, he was insane. Yeah. He was hitting some beautiful notes, and that's the difference. That when you have a vocalist like that can be very melodic and hit these gorgeous notes and hold them out and do all this cool stuff with his voice, that's the kind of stuff I respect, you know, and that really does something for me. And it hooked us. I mean, you know, they're all amazing musicians. I just thought the music style and the albums anyways was a little like cartoony. But again, when we saw them live, I was like, oh my God, these guys are freaking amazing. So yeah, it was good.
They were good.
Really good show.
Let's see. Braxel says he's eating a bacon cheese hamburger. His wife made him, and it's damn good.
Damn good.
Good.
Bacon
Enjoy
cheese
your
hamburger.
Bacon cheese hamburger.
Sounds good, man.
Let's see. Dean says, yeah, the Beto interview. He talks about getting to meet Paul McCartney, and it's really cool.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, what you doing there? Oh, sounds like you're playing a little song, huh? Yeah, his little thing with Paul McCartney. That, if you guys haven't seen that Rick Beato video with the interview with Nuno Betancourt, I suggest you do. That was awesome.
Vince Salutari joined us. Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, Vince? Good to see you, man.
Let's see. Monkey Wrench. Your video with the Schecter Banshee Mach 7 Sustainiac was really cool. That's awesome how some guitars bring stuff out of the darkness and into the light. You should pick that Sustainiac up.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that guitar. That Sustainiac is one of my favorite features about that guitar.
Flex says the Savage Mark III needs to be that great clean channel with 3 channels of channel 4 and lose the rough smooth button. That mode totally sucks.
Yeah, I tried that mode too, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, nope.
Steve-O says that's how Slayer was for me. So negative, like your thoughts on Slayer were negative then?
Yeah, after a while it just gets to be
same old, same old.
Yeah.
I was never a huge Slayer fan.
I never was.
Yeah.
No offense to people who like it, just not my thing, and I'm not into chromatic solos. Every solo's chromatic. I'm like, okay, do you got anything else? Yeah.
Martin says, Jarrod, you are possessed. Yep. Flug says, yeah, the hardcore metal band down the hall at my studio plays a love song. I think it's called Don't Sit on My Lunch.
Don't Sit on My Lunch? You sure it's not called...
Martin is talking to Mike Nash. Let's see. Flux, Tone Wars, you need to check out Evergrey, progressive power metal from Sweden, sung in English. They harken all the stuff we grew up with perfectly. They've been my favorite band for 20 years.
I've actually heard of them. Yeah, I've heard some of their stuff. Yeah, they're very good. Yep.
Dean Harkness, anyone using the black winter pickups? I had some installed replacing EMGs, and I like them. Really high output and a bit dark, but not bad at all, in my opinion.
Nice. I've heard good things about those. Yeah, I could play a couple more mixes here so we can bring Peppy down.
When I tried the Mesa Boogie Mark V, it sounded like bees in a box. I guess they're just very hard to dial in correctly. I prefer amps where I can just plug it and sounds good.
Which Mark V did you try? And then I can help you understand why that happened. Yeah, because the Mark Vs are tricky. If it's the Mark V 90, I did not like that amp. It was flat to me. The Mark V 25 is actually a decent version of it, but it really depends. You got to be careful how you dial them in. Make sure you don't have the mid scooped out too much, or else you can really have some problems with those.
Dean says, to each their own. I'm tired of active pickups.
I like the regular pickups myself.
All right.
Passives.
Get your music out.
All right. Sounds good. All right. 1 second, guys. There we go. That was fun, man. I haven't played 3 shots in a while. That was kind of fun to play again. I practiced the hell out of that today in the garage. Me and Pepper were out there hanging out, and I just freaking threw down on that one about 10 times in a row. I'm like, all right, I think I got this one. It's always a fun one to
Christopher,
play.
thanks for the super chat. I gotta
Thank you.
scroll. Like, where the heck did we
Thank you,
leave
thank you.
off? Oh, there it is. Okay. Martin Hensley, Jarrod, rock out, bro.
Thank you.
My phone shut off. I was gone so long that my... Come back. How do you do that? I'm stuck. Aha. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's see. What's his name? YouTuber 5000. Which pedal do I need to make a Badlander sound like this?
Well, I would definitely boost a Badlander. Badlanders are great amps. They're really sculpted, though, so you want to have a good boost on it, and crank the gain all the way up on that amp. And I play it mainly in crush mode, is basically what I do. That amp is, in my opinion, in some ways, it's a little overly sculpted. I think they could have left a little more balls in that thing as far as low end is concerned. Man, my arm aches like you wouldn't believe right now.
Well, stop playing. Braxel, I got a Mesa Mark III Simulclass I bought originally in 1987. Wow, Reverb has these for sale over 3,000. I think the amp was 1,500 when I bought it in 1987. Yeah.
I've never tried one of those. I always wanted to, though. That would be interesting.
I keep looking down at my shirt. Thank you. Who is it that liked my T-shirt? Somebody. I can't find the.
Who is it? I don't even know.
It's with Boston.
Aerosmith? Oh, Aerosmith. Oh.
That's what's confusing me, because before he was like, "Oh, that's a really cool Boston T-shirt," and I was like, "I don't think I'm wearing a Boston T-shirt. I think it's Aerosmith." And then I looked down, and from up here, this kind of looks like Boston.
It does, yeah. It's kind of faded, so it took me a minute to figure out who it was.
Yeah, I was hoping that you would just read it. That's why I went like this. Like, please tell me what shirt I'm wearing.
It looks like
because I thought it was Aerosmith.
Looks like a 5-year-old wrote it, so it's like, I don't know what that word is.
But I do like Boston as well.
Oh, Boston's awesome, man.
Oh, it was Martin Hensley. Yes, retro Boston shirt. I mean, again, I like it. But you got me, because I started panicking, like, I don't know what shirt I have on today. I thought it was Aerosmith, but...
Wrong band.
What do I know? Let's see. Jeffy J, also known as Bobcat.
That's right, man.
He says, I just bought a new laptop, Costco HP Victus i7. Okay, I can't read all that. $1,200 sucks. It wasn't an amp or a guitar, but still part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
I can't read the computer crap. I read the amp crap, but I'm not reading the computer crap.
I draw the line at nerd stuff. Yeah, it's, the thing is they're not sexy purchases, are they? Computers, like when I spent a bunch of money on the computer we're using right now, I was like, it was painful, but I was like, I have to do it. But I'll tell you what, when I do my Tonex captures in 25 minutes as opposed to 5.5 hours, it's worth it, but there's definitely stuff in this studio, like that Sony camera right there that we're not using right now, $3,000. Not a sexy purchase, but I use it for amps and alternate angles and stuff. So yeah, I get it, man. Not fun, but they're one of those things you're glad you got them when you did, though. It's just not fun shelling out the money for something like that.
Yeah, Monkey Wrench. I'm just gonna try to decode your message here. That we are not married, and I am the singer in his band. Well, he doesn't have a band, but I sing when he wants a vocalist.
Yeah, yep. She's the only one I'll work with. Yep.
Flux says, if you haven't tried the EMG X series of active pickups, then you are missing out. They have a way more headroom than the originals. I use EMG 81Xs in all my guitars, bridge position.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never tried those. One of these days I might.
Tyler James, that guitar is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I love this.
That's probably not how he meant me to read that. That guitar is beautiful. That was inserted by me. Attitude and voice inflections. Probably not how you talk.
I know it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's so pretty. Oh my God. Makes me glisten when I play it.
We'll slap happy. I'm sorry, Tyler.
No, these are nice.
Maybe
Thank you.
like this.
I love
That
these.
guitar is beautiful, man.
Yeah, bro. Fist bump me. Yeah. Yeah. Scratch our butts now.
Sean Hockey says, bro, that sounded awesome.
Thank you.
Sounds amazing from Flux.
Thank you. I appreciate that, guys.
And so many. Martin apologized. You don't have to apologize. It's just me. I'm, again, slap happy.
She's a little slap happy tonight.
Sean says, okay, I'll ask. Arnold plays guitars with a ripped off arm limb.
Yeah, I just ripped it off and beat the guitar with it.
Braxel, I forgot the stripe color I have. Let me go look. Be right back. YouTuber 5,000. It's great buying expensive computer gear and then watching the price of it drop week.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's insane. Yep.
Mark Andre Nult, just joining you guys. Hope you're not done soon.
Oh, no, we'll be on for a little bit. Thanks for being here.
We are done soon.
Yeah, soonish. Yeah, probably about 20 or so minutes. Yeah, we mentioned at the beginning of the show we're not going to be on super long tonight because she's had a hell of a week and she's exhausted. So
super tired.
Yeah, she's really tired.
Flux says, I had to buy a super fast computer for recording. It's just part of the equation.
Yep.
Got to have a fast processor with a lot of RAM to make. Flux, can I just say thanks for taking it easy on me tonight? I saw your name and computer and was like, here we go.
Here we go with the computery things.
With the numbers and the abbreviations and the things. And I just don't think I can take it tonight. So I just wanted to say thank you.
For just being basic.
Thanks for being basic with your
with the computer comments. I bought the supercharged N1000 2D model number, serial number, this and that, Space Cadet.
Do you remember?
Avocado.
I don't know if you even, because I don't think you're really into the computer stuff.
No,
but
I don't know anything
my
about
mom, when I was growing up, my mom went to college and we had to buy a computer. So our first computer, was for my mom, and it was the green blinky. Is that DOS stuff?
I don't know.
DOS. Anyway, it was like a Tandy 3000.
A Tandy?
A Tandy 3000, and it had the little joystick that was like a gray box like this, and it had a black little joystick sticking, and we could play, I can't remember the name of the game.
Pong?
No, it was a little dude that would run, and there were holes in the wall. Like, he'd run on these green walls, and you had to either jump over the hole, or he would fall in the hole. And then you could climb a ladder and go this way. And
Pitfall? Was it when you swing on ropes and stuff?
No, you couldn't swing. You could just run on top of a wall. And it wasn't, there weren't any graphics. It was green. It was all green.
Good old days.
Little stick figure running on the...
I remember those days, man. We thought we were in heaven when we had Atari and all. We're like, wow. You look back on that, you're like, dude, those graphics were pretty bad.
I thought that was the neatest thing, though.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Good old days.
Braxel, my Mesa Mark looks to be a red stripe.
Oh, a red stripe. Okay, I know there's a red stripe, a blue, and a purple. Am I wrong? Maybe, yeah.
Mark III or Mark III, maybe?
Yeah, it's a Mark II or a Mark III. Probably a Mark III if it's a red stripe, I think. I'm not super versed on all that, but...
J Howell 814 says, just got here too. Let's hear this thing. CS says it's killer.
Oh, yeah, I can... What else do I have? Let me see...
Z's guitar account just sent a super chat.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. He said, just got a Wizard MTL50, and wow, the hype is real. Jarrod, if you get one, make sure it has the Vader option.
Ah, I want one of those amps. I want to try one really bad. They're super expensive, but I mean, if the hype's real, then that makes it more tempting, man. Congrats on the amp. That's awesome. I could play 3 shots again, I guess.
Dean says Glenn Fricker would have an aneurysm reading this conversation on pickups. Hey, good job spelling aneurysm, by the way, Dean. That's quite a word.
Yeah, Glenn's all about, like, oh, none of that stuff.
Down there,
oh,
CS
man.
says a spinning wheel.
Great. It'll fix itself. We're green again. Yeah, we're green again.
All right.
Yeah.
play it.
All right, here we go. 1 second here. There we have it. There's another mix,
There we have it.
another version. I think I did better at that time than the previous time. I changed a couple things when I recorded this song, so I'm trying to remember the stuff I changed.
What channel and mode are you playing there?
I am on, well, channel 2 for the rhythms and channel 3 for the leads. And as far as modes go, this is a Mark II, so it's a Mark II C+ mode.
That was
thing,
awesome. So. On fire. That sounded totally awesome.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. It's a nice amp, man. I'm telling you, like, this is, in my opinion, this is the best amp that Mesa's ever built. I just freaking features, everything. It's just amazing. No offense to other people who own other amps by Mesa. I just, in my opinion, think that this one is like the one that could do no wrong.
CS, or Flux, I'm sorry, Flux says, you're welcome. I wanted to make sure that I kept it simple with the computer lingo. Thanks for doing such a great job.
Yeah, it's funny. It's weird. You hear her reading these things and you're like, wow, she must know a lot about computer-y stuff. And she's like,
nothing.
Nope.
I'm just a good reader.
Oh, congratulations on your beep bop boop bop boop beep 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 boop computer. That's awesome.
Mark Andre Nolt says, hope you get to have a signature music band. That would just be a
dude. I would be like, just
true.
Make this and I'll just pick some different tone woods or something. I wouldn't change anything about these guitars, man. These things are amazing.
Mark also says he's playing an Arkanoid was so cool. Playing an Arkanoid was so cool until you hit level 3. Oh, that must be the game.
Oh, okay.
Arkanoid. Yeah. Let's see, where did I leave off? Jarrod, I want the new Wizard Hellraiser from Martin Hensley.
Yeah, I want to try that as well. It's hard to get you know, like their amps are so expensive. It's hard to. I had one subscriber say he was going to send me his, and then he found out how much it was going to cost to send it here, and I don't blame him because he just got it, and I wouldn't send that to somebody. And I was like, well, you know, and then he emailed me. He's like, yeah, it's going to be really expensive to send it. And I'm like, I don't blame you. I appreciate you offering, though, because I would have totally loved trying one. But, yeah, that's a big ask.
Mark says he needs to up his game with pinch harmonics.
Yeah, they're fun, man. Once you start nailing them, I mean, they are fun. I'm all about it. I think Zach Wild is probably the best guy at pinch harmonics. His are insane. That guy, man, he does them a lot, so he gets a lot of practice. But they sound amazing. Like, I wish I had his attack and his vibrato with those, because all you have to do is hear one pinch harmonic, you're like, oh, that's Zach. That's how, that's how recognizable they are, you know. Guy's insane.
Well, I'm caught up on the comments, except for the one that just popped up. He said, I mean that I would totally buy a Jarrod Music Man signature.
Oh, well, thank you. I wish, Ernie Ball would contact me, but they don't even know who I am. And if they did, they'd be like, no. You're not our guy. We got guys much better than you. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Steve Lukather, John Petrucci. Yeah, I get it.
Fuck says you just can't go wrong using your majesty into a JP-2C. Petrucci knows his tone, and those are two huge parts of it.
Dude, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dream Theater live, but just to hear his tone live is worth it right there. His solos are just glassy and beautiful and glorious sounding. I mean, they're so smooth. And, man, it just sounds incredible live. His solos are just very pleasant to the ear, you know?
Pleasant.
I mean, and they're just beautiful sounding. Love how he sounds live.
Jeff says, Matthias Jab's pinch harmonics are excellent as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Scorpions.
YouTuber 5000, I heard Music Man turned down Andy James.
Who did?
I heard Music Man turned down Andy James.
Oh, really? Why would they turn him down? I know he went with Kiesel for a while, and now he's with somebody else. I can't remember who.
Raxel says, the main reason I bought this Mark III was for that John Sykes tone. If you remember, that was the year the Big White Snake album dropped, and everyone had to have that tone.
Oh, dude, his tone was insane. It's still insane on that album. But didn't he mix that with another amp? I thought he blended it with another amplifier, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. But his tone still stands up to everybody's today. You know, just like Eddie Van Halen's on VH1. I mean, that's still amazing sound. Still sounds awesome after all these years, you know.
Okay.
You ready to take a nap?
Yeah.
She's exhausted, guys. She's really tired. So I'm just glad that you actually were able to do the live stream, because you were like exhausted. So we're gonna have to call it a short night tonight. So I apologize for that, but it's been a long week for her, so she needs a break. But anyways, yeah. But anyways, guys, before she turns into a pumpkin, we'll go ahead and thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Yeah. And it was nice hanging out with you guys. It really was. So I got some videos I'm working on for this week, so I'll have these up. My business has been a little slow, so I'll just be doing more videos instead. And I got a JP-2C pack that's actually up on the website right now that I'll make a video for tomorrow as well. So anyways, well, like I always say, every day's a gift.
Thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. Love you all. We will see you all very soon.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy Father's Day.